So I don't know if we've had this conversation about the difference between consumers of knowledge and creators of knowledge.
Not as much. Yeah.
Okay. So early students, high school students, most college students are consumers of knowledge. They read books, they go to class, they learn received wisdom, right? And if they're very good and they're very good at it, they process it and they think about it, but they're still learning received wisdom. And if you want to train a scientist, and there's a real difference, you have to teach someone to make the transition from being a consumer of knowledge to being a creator of knowledge. That is a very painful transition for some people. Some people love reading about science. Yeah. And you can spend an hour or two and read a paper that might have taken 10 people 5 years to do, and you can get it all in an hour. Yes. And there are people who are fabulous consumers of knowledge and fabulous readers. But to have the patience and energy and will and curiosity to push back the boundaries of knowledge and to say, my time and effort is worth to discover something that nobody else in the world has ever seen or done or understood before. That's what a real scientist is. And sometimes when you see a young person, you can recognize when they're 18 or 19 or 20 years old that they are real scientists. They've already made that transition. It's rare to have someone make that transition as an undergraduate, but you were one of the people who did. And that's that first summer when you came in and said, I want to do this, or I did this, and I said, okay, this is a real scientist. And now I just have to not wreck her, right? I mean, that's the challenge with really young scientists, is to make sure that you don't destroy their love of discovery and the fact that they find it really fascinating to push back at the boundaries of knowledge, right? And I'm sure in graduate school, you have colleagues who are still consumers of knowledge, and they haven't made that transition. And some of them will never make the transition. Some of them will become fabulous journal editors, because a really good journal editor is someone who's a really good consumer of knowledge and not necessarily creative knowledge. And so I think that one of the things that makes me so happy about you is you have in you that that drive to be a creator of knowledge. You've always had it, and you keep finding ways to look someplace that no one's ever seen before. And there's something incredibly exciting about doing even something very small and mundane and knowing that you've seen something that nobody in the world has ever seen before. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Exactly what you're talking about.
And that's what drives real scientists. Yeah. I mean, and then you need all the skills and all this and all that. And you have to know how to read and write and speak and all that, and know how to take the right pictures and know how to document it. But it's that joy of seeing something that no one has ever seen before that drove the old naturalists, and that still drives any scientist today if they're really a scientist.